Hola, ¿qué tal? Yo me llamo Señor Vélez, maestro de español, y en este video yo te quiero enseñar cómo usar los mandatos familiares con pronombres. We're going to take a look at using affirmative two commands with pronouns. This starts to get a little bit more complicated. If you haven't already learned usted or ustedes commands with pronouns, you'll be fine without it. If you have, the rules are the same with using pronouns with two commands as far as where you put them. So this will be helpful if you've learned the usted commands. If you haven't, you want to learn it, I do have my video up already for that one, so you can take a look at that if you want to. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you 7 examples, and then I will give you several just to see if you can quiz yourself, and I'll show you the answers, explain it to you when we're done. So on the board here I have several phrases maybe, and we're going to turn them into commands. So for the first one up here I have tocar la guitarra, so to play the guitar. I want to change it to a command, so I can say play it. Play the guitar, or just play it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the verb in its affirmative two command form. Tocar is not irregular in this sense, so the affirmative two command, remember it's just like the he, she form of the verb in the present tense, unless it's irregular. So the affirmative two command for tocar would be toca, sorry about that, and then la guitarra can change to the direct object pronoun la. Again, if you haven't learned pronouns yet, you need to go back and learn those, because this will be even almost impossible for you if you haven't learned pronouns yet. So toca and then la, and then anytime you have a command, an affirmative command and a pronoun, you have to attach the pronoun to the end of the verb. So the la is going to go right here. And then also when you do that, you're going to find yourself seeing and having to write accent marks on these commands. A while back I gave you a rule that anytime in Spanish that you have a word that's at least 3 syllables long, and the stress of the word falls on the 3rd syllable back or further back, you're going to put an accent mark on that stressed syllable. So I can break this down into these different syllables. I can have to, ka, la, and then think about how you say just the word toca by itself. Do I say toca or toca? Toca, toca. Where's the stress? It's over the O. So if I count back 1, 2, 3 syllables, there is stress over that O, so I have to add a written accent mark there. If you don't get this yet, the majority of my students get it by the time we're done with it. Somehow they just pick it up along the way usually. So beber o refresco, so I'm going to say to someone, drink it, the soft drink. So beber, the affirmative two command, looks just like the he, she form of the verb, would be bebe. And then the el refresco can change to the pronoun lo. I'll have to attach it to the end of the bebe because it's an affirmative command. If I break it down into its different syllables, I have lo. Think about how you say the word bebe, bebe, bebe. The stress is over this E, not that one. So since it's over this E, it's the 3rd one back, I have to add a written accent mark there. Next one down, vivir la vida, so live life, live the life. Vivir, it's just like the he, she form in the present tense, the command would be vive. La vida can change to the pronoun la. Affirmative commands, you have to attach them right here. Vive la, accent mark over the I. Hacer la tarea. If you remember if you don't remember, I made a video about the affirmative two commands. Hacer is one of the irregular ones. Goes to us, and then la tarea can change to the pronoun la. Again, attach it right here. Now, if you're wondering about accent marks, look at it this way. Break it down to its syllables. I have asla, 1, 2. It's not on the 3rd or further one back. Don't worry about the accent mark. Asla, no accent mark. Decir la verdad. Decir is also one of the irregular ones. It goes to D. La verdad can change to la. So I'd have dila. Say it. Lavarse la cara. Now, just a little bit more complicated. I have a reflexive verb. So just look at lavar by itself first. Lavar would just go to lava. Okay, now we have 2 more things left though. We have la cara, and we have the say right here. The say, since it's a 2 command, has to change to te. La cara can change to la. Remember, my general rule is to put people before things. The te refers to the person. So I'm going to put the te here, and I'll put the la right after it. Okay, now that we have a really long command, lavatela, and I'm saying to wash it, your face. Now I have to think about an accent mark on here. Just look at the word lava by itself, and I have lava, lava. The stress is over that A. Well, guess what? There's also an accent mark there now as well, because it's 3 or more syllables back, and the stress is there. Last one, secarse las manos. So I'm going to tell someone to dry their hands. The secar by itself first would just go to seca. It's a reflexive verb. I have to say here. That's going to change to a te. And then las manos can change to its direct object pronoun los. If I say that, I have secatelas, secatelas. And then this by itself, just the seca part, is pronounced seca, seca. The stress is over the E, so that's where your accent mark is going to be secatelas. So what I'm going to do for you now is I'm going to give you maybe 5 or so that'll look like this, just this part. And then I want you to write down the command. What would it be, including the necessary written accent marks? If they should go there, it might be a reflexive verb in there. See if you can do it. I'll go over it and explain each one to you. Here we go. Okay, so here are the phrases that I want you to turn into affirmative 2 commands. Go ahead and pause the video right now and then take a second to write down what you think they would be, and then I'll go over them for you. All right, so the answer's up here on the board behind me. Take a quick look. I'll explain each one to you, and then we'll be done. So we have hablar español, hablar. Think of the he, she form in the present tense. It would just be habla. El español can change to lo. Attached to the end, I have háblalo. The stress is 3 syllables or more back. Put the accent mark over that stress syllable. Next one, comer would be come. Los panqueques can change to los. So we have comelos, comelos, accent over the O. Next one, poner papel. Poner is irregular, goes to pon. And then el papel would change to lo. So ponlo, like put it, en la mesa, on the table, for example. No accent marks, just 2 syllables, so don't worry about it. Ponlo. Maquillarse la cara, so maquillar, we change to maquilla. The se to te, la cara would be la. So maquillatela, and then that accents over the I because it's 3 or more syllables back on the stress syllable. And then the last one, quitarse la ropa, so take off your clothes would be quítatela, quítatela. Stress over the I on the quita, so that's where you put your accent mark. That's it for this video. If you're not getting something still, or if you have questions, or you want more practice, or what have you, let me know, and then we'll see if we can take care of that. Thanks.